Hi students, today we're going to be learning how to do long division with the algorithm. You may or may not have done this kind of work in class in 5th grade, but if you don't like this algorithm, you are not required to use it. This is the example we're going to be working with, and notice the number we're dividing is 6,250, and we're dividing it into equal groups of 25. So if you wanted to give this real life context, you could say you have 6,250 pencils. You're making boxes of 25 pencils to sell, and you want to know how many boxes you could make. To use this algorithm, you almost have to stop thinking about this number as 6,250 and think of it as the separate numbers, which I know is weird. It's not how we're used to doing it. So you start by saying to yourself, does 25, like if you had 6 pencils, could you make a box of 25? Obviously, the answer to that is no, you could not. So you look at the next number. If you had 62 pencils, how many boxes of 25 can you make? And the answer is 2 boxes, because 2 times 25 is 50. Now you subtract those and you're left with 12. The last step in this cycle is to bring down the next number. So now you have 125 pencils. How many boxes of 25 could you make? Now you might have to guess or check a couple times. I'm going to go ahead and put in 5. Now we multiply. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 10, plus the 2 that you regrouped is 125, and you're left with 0. Now you still have to bring down that last 0. If you have 0 pencils, you could make 0 boxes of 25 pencils. So this is your final answer, and this one has no remainder, but your final answer is 250. Let's try another example. This time I have 9,815 pencils, and I'm making boxes of 65 pencils. So remember, you can't think of this as 9,815 in this algorithm. You have to look at the numbers separately. So starting with 9, if you had 9 pencils, you could make 0 boxes of 65. If you had 98 pencils, you could make 1. One box would use 65 pencils, and now we subtract. You get 33. Remember, the last step each cycle is to bring down. So now you have to stop and think to yourself, if you have 331 pencils, how many boxes of 65 can you make? We're going to try 5. If you try and you have more than 65 left, you know you can make another. So now we're going to multiply 5 times 65. So 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 2 is 32. And now we subtract. This needs a little regrouping. We have 6 pencils left. And now you bring down your last number, 65. Oh, look, if you have 65 pencils and you're making boxes of 65, you could make 1 more box. And the answer is 151. Now, you guys, this won't always come out even, but in these cases, they did.